Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my Bradford City career mode. We are officially in the transfer window. Thank God for that. Oh, I get like this every time I do a new career mode. I just cannot wait to get to that first window. And I don't know what it is. It's different when I'm in the summer. You know, you first start the career mode, but you kind of want to get to know your players. You kind of want to play a few matches first before you decide to make any changes. And normally by the time you realise that a certain player isn't who you like or who you want, it's too late. You know, you're in September or October or whatever. That is exactly what's happened in this career mode. Although, I'm quite happy with all my players. And also the free agents I bought, I'm pretty happy with those as well. Although Tim Payne, again, just like in my Rangers career mode, pretty awful. Missing chances. But other than that, I am actually very happy. Somoza, for example, has been brilliant in cams. So I'm very happy with that. But it is my defence that seems to be lacking. So we're going to go ahead and free up some wages, hopefully. Here we've got Gary Thompson, who may be a legend at the club. I'm not too sure. He's one of those 32-year-olds who's still rated relatively high. So that normally means he's a legend. And talking of a legend, there's Duke there. Massive respect for Duke. And then Andy Gray, unfortunate name there. But they're all going to be leaving the club. And hopefully we can sell Thompson because he's worth a lot. Well, not a lot, but a decent amount. Certainly enough to pay for a player like this. We looked at Mark Pugh here. I need someone who can play out on the left, the right, the middle. Just someone who can kind of be... not a backup, but someone who plays in any of those positions in case I need him to. So we're going to go ahead and make an offer for Pugh here and put Gary Thompson up as the cash plus a player. And hopefully they'll accept that. Now we do go ahead and sim a match here. I know I shouldn't, guys, but when I'm so excited like this, I just don't want to play a match. I want to get on with making some offers. So we get a draw there, 1-1 away, which isn't too bad. No injuries, nothing like that. And we actually get offers for Naki Wells here. So obviously we don't want to sell him, but I was very intrigued to see what kind of offers we'd get. We got 1.4k there from Bologna, and I think we get another one. No, we don't, but we get one for McLaughlin here, Notts County. And I did say in the last episode that we need a new keeper, so I'm not going to sell him, but I definitely need to replace a keeper. I really do think so. We get there from Espanyol, 1.8 million offer for Wells. I mean, that is incredible for a League 2 side. That's a game changer. If I did sell him, I could probably make a lot of money. And there, Tim Payne, the club saying if you're not going to play him, you're better off just getting him off your books. So you could say it was a bit of a panic signing from me. I thought, shit, Wells is injured. I need to get a defender. And Pugh there as well. Not a defender, a striker, sorry. And Pugh there, unfortunately, we cannot afford him. So I'm just going to go ahead and adjust my budget. Maybe try again, or I might just go to loan some players, or maybe even do some scouting because I just don't have enough money. But yeah, Tim Payne, I think he's going to be gone. I'm going to try and shift him out just for the rest of the season, possibly. And here, I'm just going to spend my money on scouting because my squad is good. Don't get me wrong, it's good enough to win this league, I think. So I don't need to make any major improvements. So I was thinking, you know what, let's hire 2 scouts. We've got both of them 39,000 to buy, so really not too expensive at all. They've only got 1 star in each experience and judgment, so they won't be, finding the next Messi, that's for sure, unless I get very lucky. But we're going to put one in England there for 6 months, scouting for any types of players, because that's what I pretty much need. I don't really need a definitive player, like a defender, a striker, anything like that. I'm just going for any. We set up another one there in Republic of Ireland, so we're staying close to home there. And then we sim a match against Plymouth here, and we are going to go ham on Plymouth. We're going to absolutely destroy them. Look at that, Hyung-soo getting on the score sheet. And then boom, 4-2. No injuries, no red cards, and 4 goals. Somoza gets on the score sheet as well. And Wells, which is good to see. Now this popped up. I thought, ooh, I haven't done this before. So I actually used the breaking news tab here. And I found the story and pressed L3. And it's basically a way where if someone's in the news and you press L3, it brings up their window so you can see what their stats are like, everything like that. And this guy was up very cheap. Look at that, between 6,000 and 114,000. I really thought for a second here I was going to get the bargain of the century. Joel Grant, he is a right winger. He's 25 years old, so he's not really in the prime. He's close to it though, which is exactly what I want to do in this career mode, kind of mid-20s. And he's 63 overall, so I thought Ravenhill and £0 would probably get him really, because they're looking to offload him. And that would be a great addition to the squad. Now we've got a game against Exeter coming up. And I wanted to play this one because I did feel guilty for simming the last 2. And I don't want you guys to be mad at me. And Exeter are a good side, so I definitely wanted to make sure I was playing this one to get the maximum chance of winning. That sounded a bit cocky, didn't it? I was saying it as if the EA wouldn't let me win if we simmed it. But anyway, we get off to a flying start. I mean, Hansen, when he's in those positions, you know you've got to defend it or it's game over pretty much. He's got the hardest shot in the team, I'd say. And he just absolutely powers this into the top right. Look at that. Boom. I don't think any keeper in the world would have saved that unless they're like 20 foot tall, which obviously isn't humanly possible. What are you talking about, Matt? But it was a really nice finish from Hansen. You've got to give it to him. He's not exactly the best player in the world. He's not very agile, but when he gets in those positions, he often scores. I mean, again, here, powering through that defence. Gets the shot away, which gets blocked. I think it was going wide anyway, but Wells finishes up there. And again, it's that partnership. It's Wells and Hansen. They do so well together. I think it's because they complement each other. You've got the tall, strong, good in the air one, and you've got the short, agile, real pacey, great finishing one. Actually, they're both good finishers. I can't really say which one's better than the other. I think Wells has slightly better chance of scoring in finesse shots, things like that. But Hansen, edge of the box, headers, anything like that, he is on top of his game and he'll score. And look at that turn from Wells there. And we're going to comfortably make that 3-0. I mean, you guys are expecting me to power that, right? For once, I thought I'm going to do the complete opposite, like I did in the last episode with that chip, which Hansen finished up with a header. I thought, you know what, let's finesse it into the bottom left, and thank God it pulled off, because I would have looked like an idiot there. Because power shots to the near post and the far post in those positions pretty much 100% of the time go in, and finesse shots quite often actually go wide, which is completely ridiculous. And talking of ridiculous, look at that first touch. What was that from Hines? Luckily it didn't go out of play, and we get a great volley there, which just goes over the bar. Really nice and acrobatic from Wells, though. And then literally in the last minute of the game, Exeter get a corner here. Can they get anything from it? No, they can't. The referee's going to blow the whistle. 3-0. What a fantastic win. 3 points, 3 goals. Wells gets man of the match with 9.7 as his rating, which is very good. And then we get some bad news from Wickham. Unfortunately, they don't think it's worth it. The player they don't like. Simple as that. So we're going to have to make them an offer of just some money. Still, it's gone up a little bit now, between 45,000 and 135,000. So I thought I'll go pretty much, you know, roughly halfway, just under halfway there, £70,000. It's an absolute bargain for such a good player. And I thought, you know what, if I get this guy, I'll be so proud of that. And then that came up. Literally, like a minute after I submitted the offer, Grant completes quick-fire move to Charlton Athletic. I mean, great. Thank you so much for letting me know that the deal wasn't there. Ah, so frustrating. So we missed out on him. That would have been so great. He went for 200k in the end, so it would have been a bit expensive. But by that time, I was thinking, you know what? Maybe it was right that I didn't get him. Maybe I need someone who's a bit more central. And I found this guy, a Spanish guy called Ariday from Real Betis. And he's a fantastic player. He's got some great physical stats, very agile, very good balance, and relatively good passing as well. And that's exactly what I need, because Somoza, although I love the guy, he gets tired so much, and I need that backup cam. So we went ahead and made an offer there, and they accepted it, which was unbelievable. A 24-year-old with 60 overall. So his potential really won't be there. You know, it's not going to be fantastic. But I thought, you know what, if they're accepting less money than he's worth, then maybe, just maybe, I can offer him less on the wages as well. So I went to 2,000. Then I thought, you know what, let's go for even more. Let's see if I can get him for 1,500 per week. So that is, you know, a lot less than he's asking for. £750 a week less. They come back and say no, it's not enough. And also they wanted to see what kind of role he would have at the club. So I kept it all the same, put it to important first team player, and they accepted it. I just could not believe it. So there you go, guys. I bet you weren't expecting a signing like that. He's absolutely brilliant, and you will see some of the gameplay with him soon. Now at this point I thought, right, we've got a midfielder that can play as a striker and out on the wings and in the middle. Let's go for a defensive midfielder. Now I've got two choices here. We've got Malanda and we've got Chabala from Watford. I've probably said his name wrong there. And literally, between these two, I could not pick. And you'll see what I end up doing here. It's pretty funny, actually. But I definitely want either of them. So I went ahead and asked if I could loan either of them. This is the other go, Chalobah. Very good potential, by the way. A little bit better than Milanda. But I thought I'd make an offer for both. They both got accepted. So at this point, I was like, fuck. Which one do I pick? Who do I go for? Which one's better for my team? Which one's got better stats? You know. And I was just going in between both. You can see flicking here between both. And I thought, right, I'm going to flick it really fast and see what it lands on. That sounds completely wrong. And it lands on Malanda. There you go. It's as simple as that. No matter what I would have done there, I would have regretted it probably. So I just decided to go and see if I could get lucky. And then I went for a keeper here. I went for Lobenstev, 17 years old, 66 overall already, 1,500 per week. Because I can't afford to buy these players. I'm just loaning them for the rest of the season to get me to League One, hopefully. We finally make a sale. Gary Thompson is on his way out to Charlton Athletic. They've bought two wingers. What is with that? But we make the money from him, and then we get the okay for Lobenstave. So we've actually loaned 2 players so far. And then I thought, you know what, let's go for a defender as well. So I went for Congolo. That guy has a great amount of pace on him. He's a great defender. Very solid for my team. So there you go, guys. We have improved the team. It should be enough, I think, to push us to the League One and hopefully get instant promotion and not be in the playoffs. But thank you so much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed it, please do hit that like button. We're getting close. Will we make it into League One? Leave a comment. See you next time, guys.